Hello, everyone, and welcome to the LongBox Paradox. We are back. Took a little break because November kind of was rough. October, a little rough, especially with all the horror movie month stuff going on. And Tess and I thought we'd do the show live because we're both in the same place for once.
I'm in Florida.
We're in my house. So thank you to John, Toby, good seeing you in here, and whoever else straggles along, or if you're just not in the chat. We also did this impromptu, so pardon us that we don't really have a whole game plan set for today. So we're just kind of catch up on some stuff that's we've been reading, buying, collecting, some thoughts on books that came out lately. So what's been going on with you? It's been 2 months.
Yeah, it's been 2 months. Well, believe it or not, I decided to fly down for one day to Florida for a weird little trip. That's pretty fun. I went to PAX Unplugged this last weekend, and I'm going to Seattle in January to check out my favorite band. So we're having a fun time. And I've been reading a lot of books. That's a lie. I've not been reading a lot at all recently. What have I missed in your life in the last 2 months? Other than your mouth not functioning?
I had a lot of dental work done. I had my tongue hit by a drill by the dentist who was filling in. I've had 2 crowns getting put in for what feels like a year now. So last 2 months have been rough. October was basically Halloween horror movie month, so that's focused on that for a while. And then Black Friday and everything else at my work was happening and her work. So there was a lot of that stuff going on. And I started doing shorts randomly, and one of them hit, and I thought it was stupid that it hit. And I find it funny to critique your own work, but I don't know, some weird stuff hits sometimes. I guess hits the right algorithm.
Yeah, it's the stupid ones you put no effort into that end up hitting.
That's what frustrates me the most.
And then I put so much work into one, and it's like, no, that's fine, guys. I don't work hard or anything.
There have been some good books that have come out. I'm pre-ordering a lot of stuff and kind of just sidestepping my LCS altogether now because they're problematic. But I will say Third Eye Comics in Maryland have been doing great filling my pre-orders, but I'm only ordering the alternate covers and stuff that I just know my store won't get, and I won't have to special order with him because I'll never see it.
You're still ordering from an LCS.
Yeah,
it's not yours. That's fine.
Subcontracting. I'll put it that way. It's a weird thing, and now it's hot in this room.
It's just because I'm here. Actually, I know you're not used to it. So
yeah, it's all kinds of just hotness going on.
I've actually been reading a lot of manga recently.
You started critiquing my manga.
Yeah, he has a whole shelf of Naruto. And apparently it's really good. So people say. We'll see.
Rama 1/2 is my favorite because I love people that turn into animals. The dad turns into a giant panda bear.
Yeah. And
he has signs that say what he's thinking.
That's pretty cute.
It's a great book. And so your friend Indie Girl Comics.
Yeah, she suggested me a few books that I'm
been with actually. Doing the Melanin and Manga show that got nominated by the Comic Book Community Awards last night for Best Unknown Channel. So cool with that. I'm
That's
happy.
Almost a dig for a nomination.
It's kind of like a, hey, you guys are out there and you're kind of in our clique, so hey. But Sheena, HK Wifey, She the Geek, however she goes by on the different channels. Her and Inja Binja have started the show, and then Indie Girl Comics joined them, and they've been doing it on the regular, and they're getting a hell of a following.
Oh, hell yeah, that's awesome.
Very proud because, in particular, one of them had the worst anxiety issues when they started doing it, Inja, and now she's really gotten comfortable with herself. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So the short I did was basically shitting on the new Spider-Man books.
What do you mean basically? It was.
It was, yeah. It's such a bad book. And I really hate jamming on a creative team.
Mm-hmm.
The art was not great. the writing by Zeb Wells, and Zeb's written some decent stuff, but I think there's some people who shouldn't write certain characters, and I don't think this was the one for him. And it's just so bad. Now there's this gang war thing starting. I was like, we did this during the 80s. We did this during the 90s. Please stop. Like, we've done gang war to death. Like, Daredevil and ninjas and Spider-Man and gang wars. It's nonstop, over and over and over. And I'm ready for, like, new blood on that book. Like,
yeah.
I want something like what Philip Kennedy Johnson is doing on Incredible Hulk right now, which it's been great. It's been so good.
You put his name on any book and I'll buy it. Actually, on my list of things that we're ordering or things I haven't picked up yet that I intend to, I have a Superman Phil Kennedy Johnson collection sitting waiting for me. I'm very excited. It's pricey for a trade, but like it's worth it because it's like one of my favorite
But
books.
it was a lot of issues, and
yeah, it's thick. I wish it was hardcover.
It's almost omnibus sized.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if it was like actually done with that kind of like paper edge.
Yeah, well, just the size of it,
big boy.
It's more closer to like
a compendium.
This, yeah, compendium.
No, the guest at the door.
Ding dong. Hey.
You guys live?
We are live.
Nice.
Hey, if you want to set up your phone and
how are you?
Hey.
Hello. No, I can't be here for much longer. I have to do. I have a commission that I need to finish. So, guys,
Gambit was here to say hello.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you in person. Right. And can I grab a chair? You have a chair? Oh,
yeah,
a chair
just take the
you have
plug off of it.
I came to disrupt things.
It's all right.
That's also what I'm doing. So,
So I don't feel that bad now.
Yeah.
Now it's becoming like one of those weird things. And guess who just showed up?
Oh yeah, we can just keep that guy going.
Yeah. So.
Right. And this is gonna be the guy that goes like,
Toasty.
It was
Mortal
Toasty,
Kombat,
right?
Yeah. Toasty.
Yeah. So I'm going to do every once in a while, just gonna pop my head out.
What are you doing commission on?
Painting a Harley Quinn. It's half Harley Quinn, half Barbie. Yeah, it's a watercolor painting that I am behind by like a month and a half, but it's fine. It's fine.
11 by 17 or?
Yeah. It's
okay.
No, it's
9
by 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 9 by 12.
Thank you for showing up, because I was like, oh, well, she's here for a day, so hopefully you stop in.
Yeah. I was on my way to the office, right next to where you work, so I was on my way, and I apologize. I had totally forgot about it. I was like, oh shit, oh fuck.
That's all right. We
have shit to do.
We just had the most monstrous breakfast before.
Yeah. Cinnamon roll pancake like this big, 2 layers.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It was very sweet.
it was monstrous. Like,
send me the link so I can put my camera, so that way I'm not like. It's really funny.
Hold on. I have a tripod in my bag, I think.
I've got one right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dan's setup that you can't see is intense. I see at least 3 mics, at least 2 tripods, and then he's doing it from his laptop, which has a little stand on it. He has a whole room devoted to this.
This is a whole.
You have a...
Do you want me to?
You have a hello.
Oh. Hello. I mean, like you can just show your camera.
So there's this is a whole glow up from
compared to when we first started.
Yeah. It's really cool. I mean, it's actually amazing to see it.
Like when we first started, it was in my living room with like a green screen behind us, and like. Hey. I was using my Canon, and every half hour we'd have to stop, and I'd have to splice it all together. Like it was bad. Like
it was fun.
No, it was fun, but like it's just like, and then
it was a lot of trouble. Yes, I agree.
One day we were like, we should just go live, because someone invited and we did it. I was like, oh, you know what?
You don't have to edit stuff. It's a lot easier on that part.
Yes. I was thinking of starting to use my YouTube channel for its original intended purpose, and start doing some live streaming of me painting and stuff.
Just
like
FYI,
that.
you don't want to mute your mic.
Yeah.
Because we're getting bad feedback.
Oh yeah. I'll mute it.
Just send it.
There it is.
Okay.
We were discussing manga. Do you have any mangas that you like?
Oh yes, I just finished reading the other day the Furikuri one.
Oh yeah.
And Ghost in the Shell. I read that not long ago. Like I said, not long ago, but it was like 2 years ago.
Fully
Yeah,
Fully,
yeah, that's
Fully
the other
Fully was
day,
fun.
whatever.
Yeah, I love that one a lot. All right, let me
I
see.
read it, but I've watched a decent chunk of it. It's got a good soundtrack.
The Furikuri?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorites. Wait. What? Leave. Let's get out. Wow.
And you just got to mute your mic, so we got this way. Doing everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me make sure because I thought I had muted. That's why I'm like, what? Go back.
Real behind the scenes stuff, guys. Sorry.
Right.
It was worse before we started.
It was worse?
Oh god, yeah. Because I keep being like, it's probably fine now.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it still
Yep,
working?
the-
No,
just-
it's muted. Yeah, it's
Yep,
muted.
just join in.
You just title this just be like disaster or something.
The disaster artist. Okay. And you might want to turn the volume down so you.
That's what it is.
All right.
Don't
Now
turn the volume down.
Gambit here.
Wow, that's what that's high.
Holy shit, man. I mean, it's it's showing my age, right? I'm showing my
just
age
your
right
man.
now.
You got to get your glasses out and then go like start
Right,
getting real close to you.
Oh shit, I'm there. Ah, look at that.
Hey, Scott.
Oh, take all these out, guys.
Oh.
So they actually saw me. Sorry, they actually saw me acting all old and shit. Wow. There it is. Bam. Hello.
I thought this was this, and I was just like, that's an interesting place.
So I don't know if you've heard, but apparently Taylor Swift's going to be Dazzler in Deadpool 3.
Oh my god. No, I have not heard that.
Yeah, that's
Have you been living under a rock?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
I
fair
have. I've
This has been going for like 6 months or
Oh,
something.
yeah?
Yeah.
I've been purposely avoiding social media
so that-
except to post whatever I need to post for the business.
So that issue I got you now is like been shooting up. And
Oh
up
yeah,
that I got you last
oh,
year.
Shit. Well, there goes my chances of getting a raw version. I still wanted to get a raw version because I have this whole box, right? I'm down to only 8 issues to finish that run of Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah?
Actually, it's like
Are you working like for the
like
whole
6.
run?
Yeah, from 94 all the way to
Oh, so I'm doing the
544.
opposite. All right, yeah, okay, we're good.
I'm just trying, just getting from 94
Like
to
Claremont?
544. Yeah. And that's it. Because after that, I have almost everything else. I've been collecting Uncanny X-Men since the 90s, so I have a bunch of stuff. But I was trying to get all of the older stuff that I didn't have. And I'm down to the last few that are too expensive for my pocket.
Yeah, I'm working on 1 to 141, and I'm missing 1, and then I have like 2 through like 70 or so, and then I'm missing like sporadic.
Weren't you getting that for your birthday or for Christmas this year?
Yeah, true. Maybe Santa, you know. Hello.
You're still here. Not a hint or anything. I'm pretty much done with my ROM run. Like, it's just
I think I'm missing issue 12.
it's if I go after the fucking newsstand editions.
Do it.
What is it? What is it with the? I don't get it. When I started buying comics, you know,
Everything was a newsstand edition.
everything was a newsstand edition, basically, you know. But the thing is that when the direct copy started to come out, everyone was like, "No, you have to get the direct copy. Those are the ones that are, you know, going to be worth more, not the newsstand edition. The newsstand edition is dead, blah, blah, blah." I can see that it created some scarcity on these books, you know, just to have a barcode. But if you ask me, a barcode in the front only makes the fucking artwork look ugly.
Well, the
Yeah.
newsstands were returnable through vendors, so like whatever didn't get sold got pulped.
Oh.
So that's usually
It's
what
also just harder
happened.
to find in nice condition. So at some
That's
points,
true.
newsstands are everywhere. There's more of them than direct or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's always harder to find them in nicer condition because you know it's a newsstand that you just toss in your bag or whatever.
But I don't want that barcode in the front.
I agree.
I don't want
It's
that
strictly
barcode.
uglier.
That was my New Mutants *98 had the newsstand barcode.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I sold it for $5 because I got pissed off at Liefeld at a show.
You sold it for $5.
I would,
Oh my god, $5.
I was like, "This is what I think of your books. Fuck
Tell
up."
me all about your selling mistakes, all the bad things that you sold for too little.
So at the time, nobody was buying Deadpool anything. Like this was '99. Like no one.
Oh yeah.
gave a fuck.
Nobody.
Oh, actually,
nobody gave
I'm
us
surprised you
money.
even got $5 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's so. Since we're at it, I believe that a lot of these comics are from the 90s are highly overpriced.
Mhm.
Because if you look at the track of how many books were printed,
God,
you know,
yeah.
there's so many copies out there that the price that some people are asking for these books is ridiculous. All right, so yeah, $5 seems about right in '99.
And then X-Men #4, the Omega Red Maverick. I was like, who's buying this? Because somebody went on YouTube and were like, by the way, man, this is going to be a hot book. Deadpool 3. I just saw it. I was on what the fuck, Cover Price or Key Collector.
Oh my god!
Like,
Not
I
good there.
so like the funniest thing ever of like spec disasters was everybody guessing who Lady Thor was. And they were saying it was that SHIELD agent, Rosalind, whatever her name is. So everybody was buying her first appearance. That book just expanded, blew up. It's Jane Foster. Ha ha.
Also, just how much that book has fallen after the movies now. Like, even before there was any spec or whatever, it was still like a $10, $20 book or whatever. And then movie hype happened, it was $100, $200. And after hype, it's like, yeah, $8 book.
I haven't seen a movie torpedo a book's value like Love and Thunder.
Insane.
Like,
Because like First Experience of Doomsday is down a little bit from before the movie, but that one was bad. Like, it went up so high. And
but it was a book that like so many were printed of. So like at least I could say like New Mutants '87, the first Cable. That book was failing. Like it was going to be canceled. So it makes sense that there's not a whole lot of those around. But now, like, was it X-Force #1 now? Everybody's going for the Deadpool card in the bag.
Dude,
Like,
come on. For real?
it baffles me because just
Technical difficulties.
Great over.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
she
Got this.
she's still in a haze from all her waffle her
Yeah, guys, I'm in a food coma right now. It's the cinnamon roll's fault.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Always the same.
It's always the cinnamon roll's fault.
Not since I used to like go out and do other stuff have I like sat there and looked at food and was like, oh man, like I'm gonna eat this till I pass out.
I do that every time I cook.
Like she watched me have a conundrum by what my side was. They're like, do you want hash browns? We have mini loaded baked potatoes. We
I
have
didn't hear mini. I thought they were just like, do you want an entire baked potato bowl for 2 meals? I was like, wow, all right.
I'm literally
Okay, Florida.
like my brain starts being
I
like
see you, Florida.
I'm like, if I get hash browns, if I get shredded potato, I don't want grits. I already know I don't want grits. Oh, 90s spec is like the greatest because watching the phone Sleepwalker #1 also is like one of my favorites. Like 100% one of the
Dude,
favorites.
I broke like 3 copies of Sleepwalking #1 because we thought it was such a lame book. We made so much fun of that book when we had it when it came out. Oh my god, I was like, what is this stupid thing? And I still think it's a stupid book. Sorry.
But weirdly, like I remember that new Warriors cartoon was going to come out, the animated series with Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
Everybody started chasing Squirrel Girl first appearance, which blew that book.
Don't worry, I have several copies of that.
Yeah.
And
Is it still worth something or?
yeah, no, it's a hard book.
I really like Squirrel Girl though. It wasn't a spec. Or I mean, I have multiple, so I could get rid of some. But I like that book. I like Squirrel Girl. I like Steve Ditko.
I mean, I don't like Ditko's politics, but I love his art.
Hey, we
Talk about a curmudgeon.
Oh yeah.
it's been a while.
So we had that talk about curmudgeons in the industry like 1 a.m. last night because we were watching that PBS documentary
It was really cool.
and
Actually.
Steranko showed up and I was like, ooh, love his art, but he said some stuff.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
And then this woman who I had on the show, Flicks and Comics, talked about Howard Chaykin just being a complete dick to her during a show.
Damn.
Like she brought up her comics. He's like, "Oh, is this for your boyfriend over there? Because these can't be yours."
Oh,
And then
of
she
course,
accidentally
of course.
left her tripod there, and she went back to get it. And goes, "Oh, I should have figured you were a narcissist." Like, just
So like, not that I want to be like, the first one's okay, but like, people are kind of used to like these are for like your husband.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like that one was just like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
that was a
right,
white
right,
book.
right.
yeah.
Oh wow.
It's like a sucker punch. You're like,
Yeah. All right.
What?
First one is bad but expected. The second
Yes,
one is
right.
like, excuse me?
You can kind of like ignore the first one a little bit. Be like, it's okay. He's a product of his time, you know.
So I gotta ask you, Gambit, have you been picking up any DC books lately?
Listen, I haven't been to my local comic book store in about a month and a half. I'm pretty sure. But to answer your question, no, I have not been reading any DC books at all since issue number 5 of Brian Michael Bendis' Superman. That.
What about issue 5 made you not pick up anything? Like.
So here's the thing. I'm a fan of Brian Michael Bendis.
That's a choice.
I love. Yeah.
Wow.
I get it. But I love his work.
Do you currently love his work, or like you love past things he's created?
Yes, past things.
Okay, that's fine.
I was super excited
Yeah.
when it was announced that he was going to be in DC. You know, I was like, oh sweet, and I legit hoped that it wasn't Superman, a book that he was going to write. Because I knew I something inside of me said, you're not going to enjoy that book. You're not going to enjoy it. And sadly, I went in like very hopeful. And I don't remember what happened in those first 5 issues. I just knew that after issue 5, I was like, I'm not enjoying this book as much as I thought I was going to. I mean, I knew that I was not going to enjoy it, but I had hopes that I was going to enjoy at least some of it. And
so I remember when they were announcing the new teams, everybody's like, "Oh, Bendis is doing it." Then they like quietly, "Oh yeah, Philip Kennedy Johnson." I'm like, "All right, like I'm in."
To be fair, it was like his run on Action Comics that won me over on him.
Oh.
Like I knew of him beforehand or whatever, but it was just kind of like, oh, I know this name, and that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge. But yeah, Action Comics, everything. I will pick up anything that man does now.
Like Fire Guy Ryan and I became friends because of The Last God, basically.
Yeah, I don't like high fantasy though, so I looked at it and I was like, wow, I love this art. I'll get there someday.
Oh, Federici's art.
This is
So
something
good.
I've been wanting to read. Is it good?
It's so good.
Yeah.
If you like Lord of the Rings,
And I hate Lord of the Rings. That's why I don't want to pick it up.
What?
there's like 98% less singing in this.
They're singing.
But like,
Wow, how did you know, Dan? That's the only reason I hate
yeah, I
Lord of the
know.
Rings.
I know your feelings on musicals.
You don't like musicals
No,
either?
no,
I
I'm
do
joking.
like musicals.
Oh.
No, that's John's Comics who hates musicals.
I think that would have made Lord of the Rings better if it would have been a musical.
Oh wait, no, it's Carlito
6-hour
that hates
musical. Each movie would be a 6-hour musical. I would watch that shit. That would be my entire day.
The Lord of the Rings books, like they just sang constantly. I'm like, come on,
You know,
man. Like, but the cover art, it's rare that the cover art matches the interiors, and I always am like, oh, sweet.
This is really nice. It looks really nice.
His stuff is so good.
Philip Kennedy Johnson.
And his Action Comics like brought me back to liking Superman, which is
Oh my god!
Mhm.
So you're telling me that I'm
I'm
gonna
a
have to
Superman
read?
fan
I'm gonna
now.
have
it
to
just
read
it just
Superman.
came out as a big fuck you trade.
Oh,
It's like a
It's
It's
compendium.
awful though, because like if it was hardcover, then like sick, cool. But this is like a $60 trade.
John, I confused you with
Yeah.
Carlito. That's my bad. That's a mistake. I should have never made.
oh.
I knew you were a theater baby. I just knew it.
You get good things from them. Like I imagine that Tobias Forge, the singer from Ghost, he was a theater kid when he was growing up. He probably wasn't, and it's probably public knowledge, so I don't look it up just in case. But in my head canon,
Yeah.
in my head canon, he was a theater kid. You know, it's the only explanation for him to be so amazing.
It's wild. Like I could talk about 90s books forever because it was such a cesspool of comics. And I just remember, like, besides every other week a Batman book coming out or a Superman book coming out or a Spider-Man spinoff, Lobo and Wolverine were in every other title. It's like, I know this has nothing to do with this, but guess what? Lobo's showing up.
Showing up, yeah. I love that Man of Steel book where Lobo showed up. That the cover was to put the stickers on and off. You know,
Yes.
I still have one of those.
Yeah.
I have a copy, an open copy, and I have a copy that's still unopened.
The most egregious was
For value.
the most egregious was War of the Gods, when they're like, Lobo's in Olympus. It's like, why?
Oh,
Why
don't
not?
worry though.
Why
If you
not?
didn't read that, you can get it because for some reason they reprinted this dollar book.
Yeah, like
Yeah. I think they reprinted the whole like 4 issues,
Yeah.
which is wild.
I mean,
Why don't you just re-release a trade?
right?
Yeah.
Just put it in a trade. What, they reprinted that?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a facsimile book for no
As I
reason.
looked at it, I was like, is there any key reason that this would like be sought after soon? Like, could someone in this be in a movie suit? Like, what's happening?
What is
I did
happening?
the ordering, and I was just like, I don't understand.
One of the most
Pretty sure.
beautiful books that came out is Somna by Becky Cloonan and Tula Lotte. Like,
It's really pretty.
oh my god, it's lush and it is horny as fuck.
No.
Like,
Did not expect
Babes.
that.
yeah, like, but this just arrived and I love the treasury size. Are we calling it treasury or is it magazine
magazine,
size?
yeah.
Yeah.
Treasury is like plus 50% height, plus 25% length. Yeah, they're huge.
Wolverine and Ghost Rider were cash cows for Marvel during the 80s, 90s, and I remember Punisher for a hot minute.
You know, back then I never actually read Ghost Rider books, but I did like how the character looked.
Oh yeah,
But
like,
never actually read any of the Ghost Rider books or anything that had Ghost Rider in it. I just knew that the character looked really cool. And now I'm like, okay, I finished doing Lobo, so what's next? Now I'm tracking I started tracking some old Ghost Rider books, and then when I saw the list of how many books I needed to find, I was like, nah, I'm done. That's it. I don't like it that much.
There's some books I love kind of the magazine size just because it's kind of unique.
I do the same thing John does. I love them, but I love having them in hardcovers because they will fit my shelves. They're well accommodated for that stuff. I don't want to buy a magazine box. We have a size that things adhere to, and so at least this, like, there are like traditional sizes for it, like the make magazine boards. But I feel like the last Ronin, you're just a kind of a piece of shit. I understand that they're adhering to the tradition of TMNT not going by anything normal, and so like those issues also don't fit anything, and I hate them.
Oh my god.
Arsenio, no. Grits is a no. It is an absolute no grits. There's a no grit zone here. Thank you for popping in, Black Delegation. The Ghost Rider Catch series, that's where I bought it, and I remember issue 1 was immediately hot and like going for $25, which junior high me, I was like, ooh.
Oh my God,
$25? Oh my god. Oh, wow.
It's almost like a $5 for a first Deadpool, yeah.
I remember having to ask for my birthday so I can get the Wolverine versus Spider-Man one-shot.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but you're wrong. Like, grits is, nah, man. Like, it's got no flavor.
What?
And I need flavor in my stuff. Like, Tessa had Flavor Country. It was cinnamon bun pancakes. Thank you, Roscoe. That's the vibe I'm kicking that I need. So some other books that I picked up and have been reading, one of them I'm very confused by. Black Hammer was one of my favorite series. And this is ending so fucking weak. Like, it's disappointing me how not great it is.
What book is that?
Black Hammer.
Black Hammer?
Like,
oh shit, really?
Yeah, like,
oh no.
I wish it had ended just
when it needed
years ago. Like, I wish it had just ended and everything was just spin-off series, because like, I don't know if Lemire just doesn't have the time, or if this is what he envisioned from the beginning. I'm not digging it. Like,
well, that sucks.
It does, because it was one of my favorites.
Don't worry about that. I'm trying to share the link.
Oh, I was like,
I'm trying to share the link, but since I'm on my phone, I have to leave the phone. And
I just like you're sideways now.
Yeah. And I'm yep. I'm trying to share the link, and in order to do that, I have to sacrifice. But then I'm back again. You see.
I thought this was the actual end. At least that's what it sounded like. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just not digging it.
Isn't it called like Black Hammer the End or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, it's pretty fair to think, oh man, this is titled The End is probably the end.
But then again, as a Friday the 13th person,
well, first off, that's a mistake.
In 1983, there was Friday the 13th, the final chapter. I'm not saying we have 13 of these
That's
fucking
true.
movies
That's
now,
true.
but
That's true. That's
Especially
true.
any horror movies.
We have way
it's the
too
last
many.
one.
We have too many Friday the 13th. To be honest.
we've had Halloween Ends.
Mhm.
I watched Michael Myers and his doctor get blown up, and somehow one of them just got a boil on his face, and the other one able to walk away after getting both eyes shot out.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Bring all corners of the Black Hammer world together and set up the future. Cool. He could at least make it interesting when he does it. So far, this is. I mean, luckily, like I had Ronin 2 to cleanse that palate of disgust with what the fuck is this?
Dan, have you ever tried reading good books?
Wow. Damn. So what is a good book? What is a good book that you recommend?
I read Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. I don't know if you guys read that first issue. It's so good. You should. Let me explain this in the worst way possible.
Okay.
It's kind of like Arthur the Aardvark, like that cartoon, meets Dexter the serial killer show.
Didn't we have an aardvark? Who's?
It's not actually aardvarks. They're saying that idea.
I was like,
Everyone's like an animal kind
I
of
said,
thing.
didn't we have an aardvark whose creator might be a pedophile?
What do you mean might be?
Who is that?
Dave Sim.
Oh, what?
If we also want to talk about pedophiles, we can throw Otto Schmidt in the ranks here too.
Damn.
Yeah, so the book.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. If anyone has seen it
Such a
or read
rhyme.
it, please talk about it. But it's so good. The first issue came out like 3 weeks ago, and it's already like $30. Yeah, it's really fucking good.
Who's it?
It's IDW.
Oh.
Yeah. Highly recommend. I grabbed several copies so that we give them out to people.
So I guess if it's already $30, I'm gonna wait for the first trade to
I'll
come
send you
out.
one.
Yeah.
Slide my DMs. I'll send you one. I have a stack, so I can just give them to people to make them read it. I'm not kidding. I got a bunch. So a shop had like 20 copies. I didn't take them all because I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah.
But I took like, I don't know, like 6 of them so I could like give them to people because I really liked it
Yeah,
before it went up in price.
Sweet.
Oh, I saw this and the cover didn't pull me in, and I just.
See, I had the opposite reaction. I saw the cover and I was like, what is happening?
Now the alternate cover. Is
Yeah,
like
the
way
cover.
better.
Yeah, the cover would have made me maybe at least flip through it. Be like, what is this?
So the cover has like a Lumberjanes vibe to it of how those used to look around.
But they're also dragging a bloody dead body.
Yeah, that's what would get me.
Also, like, what was it? I Kill Giants?
Yeah.
Which, if you look at the cover and then actually read the book,
A lot of people were like, oh, wow, I assume this is like a kid's book. And I
Is
started
it
flipping it through and
a
they're like,
it became a movie.
I saw that movie and it was not what I was expecting, and
No.
I was highly disappointed and at the same time amazed about how good it was. It was like, man, this is a really good movie, but it was not what I was expecting.
did you read Deviant? A new James Tynion book with Joshua Hickson art.
I did. The first issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did read that. Because usually Tinian or however. I'll always check out the first issue, and usually if it doesn't hook me, I'm
Were you hooked?
I'm hooked
Does
enough
it
that I'll
sound
check
like
out
it?
the second issue.
Okay.
That doesn't sound like.
Yeah, like
So,
I'll check the second.
have you ever
issue.
done I read a book half asleep,
yeah.
and then you're like, I think I liked it, but I'm probably gonna have to go back and read
I also
it.
don't remember anything that just happened.
Oh, if I'm reading a book half asleep and it doesn't wake me up, I'm not enjoying it. And that means if I'm falling asleep through the book, because usually, I have to be really, really extra tired, which is not that difficult to get to. I can be extra tired really fast, but that's not the point. Usually when I'm reading something, if it's really good, it'll keep me awake until
You've never
at least
done
I
a thing
finish
where
it.
like you're so tired, so you just keep rereading the same sentence over and over again.
Oh no, I do that awake all the time. I do that all the time. So it's like
I think you're just exhausted all the time, so you can't relate. Like you're just like, no, I'm 100% always at that mark.
I have to read the same page sometimes 3 times before I go like, okay, now
But
I
you're
can
really
flip
invested
this.
each time. Yeah.
I made the mistake of reading stuff that got me angry. Because we both went upstairs, and I went into my room, and I was like, I'm gonna read to go to bed. And I started with Black Hammer. I was like, all right. Then I read this book, Bryn Mawr, which was the last issue.
Oh no.
Which the series had been great through the first 3 issues. And then I got to this 4th issue, and my expectations versus what it ended up being were totally different. I didn't hate it. I was disappointed. I wanted more out of it.
It's like the worst thing you can tell a book. It's gonna go through. I'm not mad. I'm just
I'm disappointed. Yeah, I
Yeah.
expected more of these people. I'm going to run to the car real quick to get my charger because I'm going to die in a minute. So if you excuse me, I'll be right back.
Okay.
So, like, do you want to lock the door when he goes out?
He's gonna take my phone.
So like it's something Ryan and I talked about when All Eight Eyes were coming out.
Yeah.
Where it had been so good up until the last issue, and we're like,
Yeah.
I really hope they don't drop the ball on this. And they didn't. All Eight Eyes ended on a very good note.
That's really good to hear because I like that book and I haven't read the last issue yet.
So like it ended on a perfect note that I was like, okay, like this is acceptable, like this is kind of what I wanted. And maybe I shouldn't have that expectation. Well, this is what I want.
Yeah.
What I want. So that one was and then there's 2 Batman titles which I've been kind of like on Batman lately. But the Raphael Grandpa Gargoyle of Gotham I thought was pretty good. And I loved City of Madness by Christian Ward.
Christian Ward. Ooh.
The most artistic Bat book since McKean did Arkham Asylum with Grant Morrison.
Wow, that's
where
a high bar. Okay.
It's stylized, and
so
Christian Ward at times I'm like, oh, he's doing McKean, like. But I really like that book. The story's good.
He just knows what he's doing with his layouts. Like obviously his art style in general is phenomenal. Like it's very like celestial almost, and his use of color is fantastic. But his layouts across the pages are insane. Like you know when you do a flip and it's just Batman running across like rooftops and everything. Like
he also did stuff.
So cool.
They did stuff with Alfred in it that I really appreciated. Or maybe was it Gargoyle with Alfred? One of the books had something with Alfred where Alfred's like, "You're gonna die. Like you're killing yourself." And they talk about how, like, through the night, his whole process where he pretends he's going to sleep, but he's not.
I think that was Gargoyle because I haven't read that one.
Okay, so it must have been Gargoyle.
I did read Batman Off-World.
I did too.
Yeah. I hate to say it, and he seems like a great dude, and he's written many like well-revered books that I have not read yet. But I feel like I haven't really been wowed by anything by Jason Aaron.
You're talking
like
to the
Two
biggest
Stars.
Jason Aaron
What do
stan
you
there.
recommend for me? Because I don't dislike anything I read. I just feel like I'm not picking up the right books.
Of who?
Jason Aaron.
Oh shit. I don't know where to start with that. Because
I want to read Scalped, but it's not in print anywhere, so
Well,
it's kind of annoying.
Severed was really...
Severed is
I
not
haven't
standard.
read-
Oh, not Severed. Scalped.
That's what I just said. Yeah,
I haven't read
it's not in print, so like
Oh.
I've been having trouble, but I want to read that one.
I thought that one
Yeah.
wasn't. Maybe it just went out of print recently. So that one's good. Southern Bastards was a book that made me feel
Okay.
fucking dirty after reading.
Yeah. I love his store run. Usually that's what I recommend people to read when they ask me, but I don't know what to recommend you because I can recommend someone who's never read Thor. If you're gonna like his run, check
I'm in
it
the middle
out.
of his store run. I'm not
Yeah.
in the middle. I'm like one trade into his
Yeah,
store
yeah,
run
yeah.
basically. So
I really enjoy it. I picked up that God of Thunder book because it was on sale, I think, at the local comic store. The 2 volumes were like 50% off, you know.
Hell yeah.
And when you get 2 big hardcover books for
Yeah.
less than $10, you go like, oh, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
let's do this.
I really, really hate his Avengers run. I hate it.
And
with
then
such
I
a
fell in
fucking
love with it.
passion.
I haven't read his Avengers though.
I heard like that was I don't know amusing.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I haven't read it, so I can.
Like Once Upon a Time at the End of the World.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
That was fairly recent.
That's true. I got that book. I still haven't read it.
Oh, there's a.
Starts with
He's on his first Batman book
Star
right now.
Wars.
And he's gonna write
Really?
Superman.
Oh, he's writing Batman.
I love Star Wars, like the movie. He's writing a series called Batman Off-World, so it's not main title,
Okay.
but it is his first time doing any Batman.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I want to say in January-ish, he's starting his first run on Superman stuff. He's taking over for
Oh, nice. I was just thinking yesterday that I was gonna go to my local store and cut down on the books that I'm getting because I
And
haven't
I'll
been-
just give you a bunch of other stuff. You can
And
read.
yeah, and now I'm like, oh, okay, so that means I'm gonna have to add more stuff. Oh my God, there's a book that he wrote that I got the trade paperback not long ago, and it was really cool. And I think it's Cain, and I forgot the name of that book. Cain, the biblical Cain, the one that killed his brother. But I might be confusing memories. So what was the name of that book? I can't look it up because my phone is.
There's The Other Side. I don't know if that's it.
No. There's a list. Scalp
Just
of
notable works. Bibliography. Okay. Was it? Oh, he did a Friday the 13th book. How I
Look at
Spent My
that.
Summer Vacation, Hellblazer, Joker's American Vampire Anthology,
Look at that.
X-Men run, Wolverine. I love Wolverine. Amazing X-Men, Ghost Rider, American Eagle.
I've read some of
Punisher.
his Ghost Rider. It's not a something that I'll be like, yeah. But I feel like for him, I feel like for
The Goddamned.
the goddamn that's it.
that makes sense.
That was a good one. I feel like
Roscoe.
like the whole thing. It's better when you read, you know, a whole arc instead of just part of it. So what I read from his Ghost Rider was like in the middle of something, so I wasn't too engaged with it or didn't feel too attached to it. So that one I might want to read more of it to see if it's any good. But what I've read of his work, it's yes, I see his name and I go like, yeah, I want this.
Oh, he's your Filipino angel.
Yeah. It was supposed to. It was like that with Brian Michael Bendis until
he broke your trust. Now he's got to work for it.
Yeah. No, I don't. I think that's it.
You let me down, man.
Well, see, so there are some people, very few people that like, no matter what they do, I'll try it, even if it's something I naturally wouldn't be interested in or whatever. It's like, if it's you, I want to see what you're doing, whatever. And then there's people where it's like, I'll see what it sounds like, and then then maybe. So that's kind of where Brian Michael is. But
so now I'm like that. I will be like, okay, I just wait until someone says, "Oh my God, Bendis is back. You should read this," and I'll be like, "Sweet, let's check it out." But now I'm like, there's a bunch of writers that I see their name now, writers or artists that I see their name now, and I'm like, I'm not that interested anymore for whatever reason.
The Tom King Wonder Woman, I've been enjoying.
I'm currently
Wonder Woman?
Yeah,
and Penguin.
The Penguin's been good too.
Wow, I've been a little bit out of the loop.
I'm currently working on reading all of the Rebirth, Flash, and Wonder Womans. So I have like 2 issues left of Wonder Woman to catch up, and then I have like 15 or something Flash. So theoretically, if I don't sleep on the way home tomorrow, I'll read them. I didn't sleep on the way here, but I'm so tired right now, so I feel like I'm probably gonna sleep.
Did you fly or drive? I mean, obviously, when I meant drive, so did you take a bus or did you fly? Because I sometimes do things in a bus because I can sleep.
Yeah, that's fair. No, I flew here.
Yeah.
I live in Pennsylvania, so
okay.
It's a bit of a trek down. It's like I assume it's like a 16-hour drive and like a 2-hour flight. So
2.5.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be 2.5, and then we landed so early that we couldn't even like pull into the thing. So we're just kind of like, all right, guys, stay still.
Wait. Ooh, that makes me so anxious.
Everyone started freaking out. I was sitting there trying to read my book. I also experienced the worst turbulence I've ever experienced in my life, and I've flown like 100 times or something stupid. But like, it felt like a roller coaster. People were screaming. Everything was flying everywhere. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I was just like, wow, Dan's gonna feel so bad if I die on the way down here. Yeah.
You imagine that? Don't say
I know,
that.
right?
Oh my God.
Like, wow, this is basically your fault.
You know who'd hate me for life?
A lot of people, Dan. A lot of people. I'm a well-loved person, Dan.
Oh no, Ryan.
Other people like me.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
I'm gonna check.
No, my tank boy would come down here and kill you probably, even though you did nothing. He keeps asking me, being like, "Hey, do I need to hurt someone?" No, everything's going well, bud. He's an angry man. He's looking for an excuse to hit people at all times.
Yeah, there's this thing called therapy about this.
He's a straight white man, Dan. For legal reasons, this is a joke. I'm happy that I get therapy.
Oh, so I caught up with Something Is Killing the Children.
Is that good? I haven't read anything of that.
Hot take? It's good.
Did you just read my note?
No.
Oh, I put Something Is Killing the Children. Hot take.
No.
Oh.
So everyone thinks it's like amazing. It's fine. It's better than medium.
So
it's fine.
It's better than medium.
Yeah, like 6 out of 10.
Okay.
I'm
yeah, like it's good if I'm reading. It's also a fast read. So if you're just looking to kill some time, great. But it's not like.
Yeah.
So my sizzling hot take is I think it's time for it to end.
I'm not caught up, so I feel like I'm also already there because I have no drive to continue reading it.
It's kind of like when Die was going right near the end, where it's like, all right, like I think we got as far as we're gonna go story wise. Like I think it's time to end it. Will it? Probably not, because boom.
The big moneymaker.
Yes.
Really?
They're like the 20th printing of #1.
I think Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I sold one of the first issues for like $1,000 at one point. Like people like this book. It's gonna be like a Netflix series or something.
The freezing sketch. I think that sketch variant was like
Oh, the cover A at one point during
Yeah.
the bubble or whatever was like $1,000. Now it's like, I want to say like 300 or something.
Wow, that's a big drop.
There was a little bubble where like every book was worth so much money, and Netflix news or whatever. And the Netflix news at the time, the people
Netflix was approving everything. Like, green light, green light.
Yeah.
You get a show. You get a show.
But the people that
Sure,
were gonna do
word.
this were the people who did like Midnight Mass and
Yes.
Haunting of Hill House. Like they did really good stuff. people
Mike
really liked.
Flanagan.
Yeah, but now that is no more, sadly.
I think it's Mike.
Not now.
Isn't he the one that did the Fall of House?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm so excited to watch that. Raul Julia is the most handsome man on the planet.
I started watching it the other day. It's really interesting, but
It's very
Watch with my
talky.
roommate.
I stopped watching it because I noticed that it was going to require my full attention, and I was like, I am doing something else. I couldn't
First appearance of
this.
Juggernaut is a
I have that book.
pricey book, depending on
What book is that?
X-Men 12. I think mine's like a 2.5, maybe 3.5. It's really pretty though. It's got I like colors mainly on books or whatever, so it's got like really bright red. Like
Yeah.
Did you clean it or was it already?
no, it's still in its slab. I'll take it out at some point. I'll freak people out and read all of my X-Men books in these single issues.
That's it. Why else would you buy
Outside.
it?
I'm gonna make nerds so mad.
Listen, if I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I would open them. I would make a video, open each one of
Exactly.
them,
I
and
want to make
reading
content,
it.
and I want to like
Yup,
be like,
I'm
hey, go over this
doing the
book
whole
with
thing.
me.
Yes.
And I want to read each one and then like tell you what it's about or whatever, and then like show you.
Oh, it's just a hashtag women reading vintage books outside.
Oh my God.
All right.
Each.
Maybe if someone pays me.
No. That's too much. I would be stretching it too far. Even I'd be like,
What was it? Nat Comics Queen with all her Saga #1s out on her lawn. I was like,
Oh, I didn't see that. That's awesome.
yeah, it was like her whole Saga collection out on the
I
lawn.
got rid
there.
of my Saga #1 because Indie Girl Comics was getting married, so I gave it to her as a wedding present. She was a big Saga person. She was trying to find a #1 for a long time.
That's a great wedding
That was
present.
really cool. I like surprised her. She was at New York Comic Con 2 days before she got married last year, and so I was like, "Oh, cool." By the way, and I was like, Nate, I can't tell you why, but you need to make sure that like you guys see me early on. So I was scared they would like see it just at a con and buy it or whatever.
Yeah.
So just make sure you like meet up with me early, please. I'm trusting you.
We need to make this happen.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you, man. I'm counting on
Yeah.
you.
If you guys go check out the show for it, you come out, you're like, "Oh my God, Tessa, look!" and you show me your Saga ones. I'm gonna be so sad.
One of the other books that we were talking about, Tiny, and the Bram Stoker's Dracula. Martin
I had
Simmons.
Dracula on here.
Yeah.
Or-
Martin Simmons' art is so interesting in it because I've not seen a Dracula book with this kind of art style to it, where I don't want to reference Sienkiewicz, but at certain times some of the panels have like a Sienkiewicz feel, and I'm digging it. There's a lot of fucking Renfield in this.
Did you watch the Renfield movie?
I did.
I liked it.
It's Nick Cage. I have to watch.
I liked it.
I'm indebted to watch anything crazy with Nick Cage.
I
in
watched
it.
it. I was like, "Oh man, this is so much fun! Why is this movie so much fun? It was not supposed to be a fun movie. I was supposed to hate this and be like, that was disappointing."
Well, that was everybody wanted to make fun of it. It was kind of Willy's Wonderland, where Nick Cage.
I
was
watched that. He didn't say a single word in that
No,
movie.
but
He made some grunting noises, but as he like hit something to death, and then he just leave.
yeah,
And like no, you don't really notice it at first because it seems like he's just like a cool guy or whatever. He's like like not saying many words. I didn't realize saying not many words but no words. I'm not exaggerating. Like he did not speak in the entire movie. And like one of the people I was watching with didn't realize it until like way later on. He's like, "What? No!" And then he kept watching. He was like trying. He was like, "No, I don't. He hasn't said anything." Like, yeah, I know.
it was better than Five Nights at Freddy's.
I
Yeah, I
haven't
feel
seen
like-
that. I haven't seen that. I think I haven't watched a Nick Cage movie since the Ghost Rider movies. I think that was the last. I think that was the last Nicolas Cage movie I watched. Wow.
I really want to see. Oh no, I can't think of the name of it. The one he did with Pedro Pascal.
Oh, the unbearable weight of massive
Yeah,
talent
yeah,
or
it
something
looks-
like
I
that.
really
Yes,
wanna
I
watch
want to watch that one. It's
Yeah.
just I haven't found it anywhere to watch it. So
That's all Dan's been hearing me say for the last day. I'm just like, yeah, I've been meaning to watch that, but I haven't.
listen, what I watch is things that don't require my full
Background
attention.
stuff, so you can do things.
So that I can
Yeah.
work. I can work while that thing is on, and it's just a little bit of a distraction every once in a while when I need to.
Oh yeah, it's a batshit Nick Cage movie. It's a horror movie.
I watched Mom and Dad.
That's Nick Cage.
It is like this is like Nick Cage at his craziest.
Oh man, but that's the thing. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see. I don't want that to taint my memory of the good things that he's done.
All you have to do is keep looking at that one of him in the Superman outfit that lights up with the mullet.
Oh my
Did
god.
you guys see the newest Flash movie?
Yeah.
I actually like putting aside every other part of that movie. Yeah, just like let's just put that in a container over here. That's in a box. We don't care about that. But the stupid like less than 10-second scene with Nick Cage like actually touched me so much. Like the fact that like this has been this man's. I don't even care about Nick Cage.
He's angry about it.
He doesn't like it. No, he doesn't like it. Yeah.
I was so excited because I was like, this is this man's dream, and he got to be fucking Superman. Like,
So the problem was they didn't ask him to be in the movie. They just digitaled that clip.
Yeah.
What?
That's the problem. That's why he's mad about it, because he wasn't asked to be there. Or they didn't even let him know that they were going to use his.
They just
likeness.
they owned the.
So I thought maybe that would happen with like Christopher Reeves because he's dead, and maybe they'd just be like, and they did say that they like asked him for stuff or whatever, or the family, but then it was like that one I would have understood.
But yet we get
He probably would have been
George
psyched.
Clooney.
Yeah. Oh my god. I was not. I enjoyed that movie. I'm sorry. I enjoyed that movie.
I enjoyed a lot of aspects to it.
It pains me. It pains me that that Ezra Miller is it's a non job in real life, because
say his name 3 times, he's gonna show up at your house and trash it.
Dude, for real.
Beetlejuice.
So
Don't besmirch Beetlejuice's name like that.
That's right.
Don't compare him to Ezra Miller. Don't you do it.
Don't you fucking dare.
Don't you put Beetlejuice in the corner.
Right. But I did enjoy some aspects of the movie. There were some things that I thought they were fun, and
I'm so mad though. You just told me that my favorite part of the movie is bullshit. I'm so mad. Like literally after the movie, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I'm so happy. Like my heart felt so full. I was like, this dude finally got his lifelong dream. And it fucking didn't happen.
So I wasn't expecting it, and I was excited when I saw it, but I think like he does, it looks lifeless.
Yeah. But that kind of happened a lot in that movie. Like there was a lot of weird CGI stuff for some reason. And like I don't notice that stuff as much because I like just don't care usually. But it was just like the first scene where there's like the babies or whatever. I was like, what is
that one was a little bit difficult to watch.
And it's the first scene. Like that's a bad way to open up.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. But in my opinion, it was a fun scene. I still enjoyed the scene.
I enjoyed this, but I didn't like. I was like,
dog.
I thought it was a fun scene, and I feel like movies should have more fun stuff like that, because
I thought it was like very much exactly like what Flash stereotypically is, right? Because like Batman is like the brooding one who can't show his feelings. Flash must be like the helpful one who's gonna go around, he's gonna make sure he takes a sip of his soda as he's flying past or whatever. Like that's just how he is, because he's more dorky or whatever. He's more Spidey almost.
The thing I liked is how he had to stop and eat.
Yeah.
Because that was a thing in the Wally West version where he constantly.
So my take is also that this Ezra, I said villain because he is a villain.
He's more impulse.
I was gonna say he's more like Bart. Maybe he's definitely not Barry Allen. Like maybe he takes a little from Wally, maybe he takes a little from Bart. He's definitely not Barry Allen.
Yes, that I agree.
Right?
That should have
Which
been.
is so weird because you just like don't have to say it. Like that also would make better sense, I think, because people were sad that Grant Gustin wasn't gonna be Flash, especially once Ezra Miller started to like be known that he sucks. And then it was like, cool, you could just make him be not Barry Allen. Boom, then no one's gonna be like, why didn't you have him do it? Oh, because it's a different dude. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a different Flash.
To be honest, who probably would have been a really good Barry Allen?
Love fan casts.
Ryan Gosling. In his kind of Ken form.
Especially if it was like now in like, because I'm thinking about like the Joshua Williams and Jeremy Adams or whatever, where it's like him, but then they also have like the Flash family or whatever. So here's your younger apprentices. And so here's him because like, not that Ryan Gosling's old, but he's definitely not like spry enough to be holding up a franchise for many, many years.
But when you look at him as Ken,
he'd be
all I see is Barry Allen now. Like,
I think Ryan Gosling could be a decent Booster Gold. I wanted Zac Efron, but I haven't seen Zac Efron.
You know what? I think that Ryan Gosling would be a good Booster
Owen
Gold.
Wilson would have been back 10 years ago.
40 years, maybe.
20. Around Wedding Crashers time.
I don't think he would have been a good Booster Gold.
I'm trying to picture him with the nose and that.
Trying to picture him in that outfit.
Yeah. But we'll see how it goes, because I mean we kind of know that Jason Sudeikis theoretically is our Ted Cord.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was his voice at
They're
the
gonna
end
be
of
boyfriends?
Blue Beetle.
I hope they're boyfriends. They're my favorite boyfriends.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that?
Booster Gold.
Booster and Blue Beetle, they're boyfriends.
No, not that. Who did you say that was gonna play him?
Oh, Jason Sudeikis.
Oh.
I've heard the name.
Oh.
I'm trying to picture it, but I'm not good at names. Apparently, in one of the Teen Titans Go things, Booster Gold and Blue Beetle were actually boyfriends.
Oh yeah.
That's very cute. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I for some reason I was reading the Wikipedia page the other day, and I also learned that Booster Gold at one point lost his arm.
What?
I know. I didn't know that. Booster Gold is weird, dude. He's almost 6'5". That's my favorite fact about him. It's on the page, like 4 pages into a series or whatever. It's like origin of Booster Gold or whatever. It's like his name, and then it's like his height. It's like he's what? I think that means he's an inch taller than a.
Big
oh yeah, okay.
He's a big dude.
You know, I'm here for it. Okay.
Yeah.
That definitely means they're probably gonna pull in like How I Met Your Mother. Are they gonna do that in the same universe as that movie, or is that stuff over?
They seem to make it sound that Blue Beetle was going to be in this
Yeah.
universe.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, that definitely makes sense.
I mean, have you seen it?
I know it. I want to.
You haven't seen it?
I bought
Did
the
you see it?
popcorn bucket,
It's
but I
on
haven't seen
Max.
it.
It's on Max.
I know. I haven't watched anything in a minute.
I saw it like a week ago, and I enjoy it. And
yeah, I'm so excited.
not only did I enjoy it, I could identify almost every place that was filmed in Puerto Rico. So yeah, that I've been to that place. Yep, I've driven through that place. But it was a fun movie.
Yeah. So NorCal. Thank you. I couldn't read it. NorCal. That's exactly how I feel. And I was talking about this with Dan earlier. That's how I feel about the Justice League movie. It's not a good movie, but I had a blast. Like, it was fun. I had a good time. I'm here to have a good time. Like, I'm not going to a Justice League movie. Like, move me.
Yeah.
Emotionally
No,
changed
right?
me.
No,
I'm here, like,
no.
I wanna eat my
That is
popcorn.
exactly my point.
Right?
That is like you go to
So-
those movies to grab the popcorn and
There-
be like,
Popcorn,
wow,
yes.
you know, like
I also had a fun time. I laughed. I enjoyed it. I left it, and it made me wanting more of the characters.
Yes.
So I liked it. I love that movie, actually. It is not a great movie. Again, but there are movies that will move me. That is not going to be one.
I prefer the 4-hour one.
I haven't
more.
watched it yet. I
Oh,
want
yeah.
to so bad because I really like the Justice League.
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
And again,
I
I don't.
prefer-
It's not good, but I love it.
I prefer the 4-hour one more than
Well, I
It's
know
got Martian Manhunter, right?
yeah. It's way
Yeah.
it's way better.
I
It's
know-
way better.
I knew he was going to like it because Aqua Bro was in both versions.
I mean, yeah, of course, but that doesn't mean that that's not the only factor for me to enjoy that movie. Come on, he's not that big. He's
I
not that
also-
great of an actor.
I
Okay,
loved
come on.
Ezra Miller in that
It's
movie
just
too,
fun.
which sucked.
I
He was,
couldn't stand him in it. Like, he just drove me nuts because
But
he was so
he's supposed to.
spastic. But
He's
that's
supposed to be like the annoying little brother. So like you're supposed to be sitting there like, all right, dude, haha.
but
like,
that's where
chill.
like when they called him Barry, I was like, just call him Bart.
That's all I thought
Yes.
of the movie of just
Yeah. That's the only thing that I don't like about that cast is that he should have been Bart or Wally, you know,
Or-
but
pretty much
Barry-
anyone else.
but not Barry. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
'cause
the only thing that I don't like about that cast.
Wally early on was like a womanizer. Oh no! So there's the villain Magenta that he led on, who like became psychotic and tried to kill him after that. She became a
Because-
villain because he was like messing around with all these women.
Consequences.
To go entirely to a different movie with casting choices, or I guess character choices. Have you guys seen the Birds of Prey movie?
Birds of Play.
Birds of Play. Yeah, they're all
Uh,
players. They're womanizers actually.
Cassandra Cain.
Yeah, that's
is-
exactly it. She's not Cassandra Cain.
No.
I didn't mind that character at all, but it was just like, you're not Cassandra. Cassandra Cain don't like speak, man. This is not her. And also, she would not get caught.
No.
Yeah, but I loved Birds of Prey. I loved that movie.
I liked it, and I love Ewan McGregor as.
He was so good. He was hamming it up the whole time.
Right.
Dude.
He put everything that he had
Right.
into that character.
Black Canary.
Yes.
Swoon.
Oh, she was on
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Huntress. I liked how like kind of way too
That was
straight
pretty
she
cool, too.
was.
Yeah. I really liked Harley Quinn in that movie too. Like her fight scenes were very like kooky, very Harley. Like, yeah, I was really into that movie.
Yeah, like there was some choice. Like again, like Black Mask was so fucking over the top. It was like
And Zaz clearly in love with him. Like actually, like I know I'm joking about the Blue Beetle Booster Gold. Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
I'm very sleepy. The Blue Beetle Booster Gold stuff, but like Zaz is very clearly like, yes, Master, what can I do for you? Like, I will bleed for you. Would that please you?
the only thing missing would be like a choker collar and a chain,
Yeah.
and like maybe getting like Gimp mask.
Yeah, just anything.
What you want, Master?
Yeah.
But like Ewan McGregor is basically playing a Dick Tracy villain.
I mean, but
Dick
isn't
Tracy
that?
but glam.
But
yeah.
isn't that what Batman villains are?
Yeah.
You know.
I'm here for that. These are compliments.
This is just
Outfits, he's so
wacky.
But no, I'm talking about like the Dick Tracy movie, like that kind of like over the top where like Al Pacino is
Mhm.
was Prune Face.
Yes, no, but that's how you should portray these characters. You should be over the top with them. Otherwise, what's the fun?
If the foil to this character is going to be like Harley Quinn, who sparkles and pigtails and glitter and stuff, like, what do you want her to do? Like, beat up a businessman? I'm sure she would, but that's not related. Not because like he kicked a puppy or something. That's not her kind of villain.
So basically, like Black Mask seems like he's like a manga villain where he's got the gloves on. Like you wait for him to have like the sparkle and the glasses in the corner.
Yes.
Ching.
Yep. Yes. I want that. Give me more of that. Like, I wish I could see more of him doing that character.
Right?
Like for real.
I'm so excited they're probably not really going to touch any of them again because I really like the Black Canary like a lot. Swoon.
Oh, Justice. And Lovecraft Country.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
See, Stan gets it.
Jussie Smollett. Yeah. Or no, not Jussie.
Julie.
Jussie's the one who her brother who got made some claims that ended up getting debunked. Journey.
Oh. I know it.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about right now.
Pretty Lady. Women.
Okay. That I understand.
Yeah.
We were playing IMDb bingo. We're like, that guy.
Oh, yeah, the dude that was in that movie with the other guy. Remember that he does this thing that goes all over the place, and you go like,
Journey Smollett.
It was spelled in a way I was not imagining. Okay.
But also Tessa's been bonding with my cat.
Yes, Bradford and I are best friends now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna be like skittish with guests or whatever. No, he's like, pet me more. Can you stop?
So why you're not petting me?
You're one of the two women I brought over that he likes.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
If I defeat the other one in Conquest, do I like win the cat?
Well, you have to fight to death tomorrow.
Let's go.
Or tonight. So it's gonna be like American Gladiators. You have those big foam like things. You hit each other, and you're gonna be on balance beam.
I used to enjoy American.
It was so bad, and it was so like when that dodgeball movie came in, like he's calling his people, he's like, "This is Turbo, this is Turbo,
Turbo, Blazer, Taser,
yeah,
Laser,
Taser," and then this is Michelle, my assistant, my confidant.
I love that movie so much.
Another thing I've liked, the Energon universe. That they
I haven't read any of that stuff yet. I want to.
So Kirkman brought all the Hasbro
Is
stuff.
that the
Transformers G.I. Joe?
Transformers G.I. Joe, yeah.
Yes. What's it called? That something
Rivals?
Void Rivals. Yeah.
Void Rivals.
I
Yeah.
did not know what it was. I got a blank cover on my folder a few months ago when I get. I was like, I don't know what this is. So I put it in a pile of blank covers that I have there to post that I have them available. And my friend goes like, "Do you have this book? Can you do this character in that book?" I was like, "What book? What are you talking about? Why do you want to transform in an image book?" It's like, dude, did you not know what you have in your hands? It's like, no.
As usual, no.
Void Rivals is crazy because like they added these characters that introduced the Transformers back into the universe, and then like there's stuff from the cartoons and the British comics they put into it. Like it's real deep on the stuff they're putting
Like a
into.
few issues in to be like that.
Huh?
It's only a few issues in to like.
Yeah, like that was like the second issue. They introduced something that was from the Transformers movie, and then these other characters that were only in the British UK version of it. Like, because I'm sitting there going, I hate that I know this, but like,
see, I wouldn't get
nerd.
that. Yeah, I wouldn't get that. I wouldn't have known anything about
I don't really
the
know
UK
anything
thing.
about either of them. Like I saw the like Michael Bay movie. Not really know a lot about either of these. You know what? It's a popcorn flick. I went there and I went, everything's crashing about. Nom nom.
The first two were really funny and
Yeah.
really fun movies.
there's Megan Fox on a bike.
The
I
first
saw
two
the
were
first two and I had a
fun.
good time. I saw the third one I left.
The last few ones, except Bumblebee. Bumblebee was
I heard
fun.
that was
Bumblebee was
good.
good.
That was fun. And I haven't watched the latest one, the
Dynasty,
one
The
with
one
the
with Pete
animals.
Oh, the Beast Wars?
Beast
one?
Wars, yeah, the Beast Wars ones. I haven't seen it yet, but I
Oh.
heard that it was really
I
good.
those Beast Wars.
So it was fun. And that's what you want from these type of movies.
That's
Like
what I'm
it's
saying.
like
I'm
you said, I
not
don't
going to a Transformers movie to be moved.
to be moved.
And I have the capacity if it is going to be that sick. But I'm going there to watch a bunch of cars turn into robots and go boop boop. Like,
exactly, and explosions in the background
Yes.
in slow motion.
That's it.
You know, that's what I want. Yes.
And then Mark Wahlberg in 3 and 4. Oh hey, this is my daughter.
Her name was Tessa. Yeah.
And you guys are robots? Wow.
Yeah. Watch the first two.
I might
and I can
need
watch
to do
the
some
one
push-ups
that
right
they're
now.
done.
You guys down to do some push-ups? No?
They actually do push-ups in the movie.
No.
I watched the Meg too. Anything is possible with these guys.
How's your mother doing?
I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't seen the first one either. So.
But yeah, it seems very good to be like baby's first Transformers / G.I. Joe stuff. Like apparently you don't actually need to know anything. I'm
No.
down for that.
Daniel
Yeah.
Warren Johnson's doing the art. And
Yeah,
it's great.
That's a win.
That's always a win. Oh, that's something that I read recently.
I started thinking about the Meg too. I was like, Jason
You just
Statham.
talking about Daniel Warren Johnson or?
The book Do a Power. No, I just
Oh,
remember that I read that book recently.
Yeah, all right.
Just went back to something I read recently. Was
Hell
Do a
yeah.
Power Bomb.
That's a good book.
What was it?
Do a Power Bomb.
Oh yeah, that was
really
good. Yeah,
Especially surprisingly good. I was
especially
like, wow.
a wrestling book, no less.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would.
I like
Yes.
wrestling.
Oh, yep.
I like wrestling.
do you?
Yeah.
I grew up in wrestling.
Yeah, I didn't know you like wrestling.
Right.
I have a crush on Paige. Well, not Paige anymore. Sorry.
Soraya.
Yeah. Dogs.
Trying to think. Right
I
now.
grew up with
I know he likes Rhea
Wrestling
Ripley.
Ripley.
Like that's his.
Oh yeah, that's my crush, but that's different.
I mean,
Wrestling as a wrestling fan, yeah, I grew up with watching wrestling in Puerto Rico. It was a huge deal in the island. I mean, it's not as big as it was back in the day, but yeah, I was there when Carlos Colon beat Ric Flair for the Universal Championship for the first time, and then retained it. Defended 13 times. He was a Universal Champion.
So like I guess like my wrestler crush would be Dakota Kai.
Okay.
She's just weirdly cute.
I don't know who that
And she's a streamer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's a Twitch streamer.
a
She
lot
sucks at games.
A lot of them are doing that,
And
right?
Zelina
Yeah.
Vega
Yeah.
also is like a huge
Yeah,
Street
Soraya does
Fighter.
that. Soraya does that too.
And I was always a Booker T fan.
Oh, what's it?
Booker
Booker
T.
T.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
The Spinneroonie. The Rock, of course. We need Scott on this. He's Mr. Russell. So
He's Mr. Wrestle.
Mr. Wrestler.
we did a Dune cast, and Jen didn't show up, so we made a community theater, and we were enacting scenes. So
That's so cute, though.
I did a chapter of it as Dusty Rhodes. Talk about them hot times.
I thought it was cute. Maybe I don't think it's cute anymore.
It's like, you know what, man? You know?
And we also did the oh yeah, let me tell you something. We did a lot of jumping around. Scott's like, are we gonna do a voice of anybody who's still alive? I was like, fair.
That's fair, right?
Yeah, because every voice I was doing had died. Like, and not even the
So
last
much like
20
the
years.
documentary. We were watching a documentary about comics last night, and it was like Carmen Infantino and Stan Lee and
Two women.
and two women and one black man, speaking the entire black community, obviously. But it was all these people who were like big classic people or whatever, and then Mark Wade. Like everyone else was dead, and then Mark Wade.
And then there's the one guy who's like from the 40s. You're like, who is this guy? What did he do?
Although I guess Linda Carter popped in for a minute, and the host of this, the narrator, was
Liv Schreiber.
yeah,
Who?
the dude who played Sabretooth against
Oh,
Hugh Jackman.
what? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, so he was the host, and he's a big comic book.
Cotton Weary, I should have said,
Cotton,
obviously. You
100% cotton.
know.
So like we're watching it, we got past the Silver Age, and like it was the shortly after the death of Gwen Stacy, I think it was getting ready to end. I was like, oh man, that's one of my Grail books. And then they showed The Punisher, and I was like, fuck, that book exploded. And then we ended up having hard books to grab. So it was like that. The first Black Cat was like a pain in the ass book for a while. But like Mark Wade's like, this book ruined my childhood.
Yeah, literally. And it was like, this book ruined my life. I'm deceased now. But it was so funny because it was just all these like ancient creators who are long past. Like Stan Lee is like the most recent one. Oh no, that's not true. There was Neil Adams was on there, so he there more recently. And Jim Stranko, who's somehow still alive, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just all these icons who are no longer with us, and then unfortunately Jim Stranko and Mark Waid just there. Oh, I don't know if I think you watched Upstairs from it, but there was Phil Jimenez as well.
Yes, talking about Wonder Woman.
But it was just really funny because it was like, haha, there's only one person here who's still alive, and it's Mark Waid. And then Phil Jimenez, like, the beautiful young man, comes into the scene, like, are you lost, young man?
What are you doing here? You read comics?
Also, if you're not aware, Jim Stranko sucks. I'm not being heartless. Like, he's, like, horribly racist. Like, he is the worst.
I have really nice memory with him, but I do know that. So it's really...
I wanted to meet him for a long time, and then I was like, wow.
Her and I got into that talk, my Ethan Van Scriver talk, and then she was like, Ethan Van Scriver said somebody went too far.
Yeah, for Mr. Sim, who was saying he's a pedophile or whatever, he did something that was too far for Ethan Van Scriver, which is how you know that, like, there's a little much. Because at first he was like, guys, no, it's going to be like Elvis and Priscilla Presley, it's fine.
Yeah,
and he was like, no, she's like really young.
Damn.
Yeah. I think he was 54 and she was 14. Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's one of those things no one talks about.
He knew she was a minor from the moment she met her. Because, you could, something, so like he knew, and then it wasn't like a little thing. It was like we're in love, and like they did stuff for like a long time. Yeah.
What do you do for a career? I draw an aardvark. Longest running series.
She was like, I love Sarah with the aardvark. Can you sign all these for me? And then he was just like, beautiful woman, what do I do? And then he like literally anytime someone confronts him about it and he tries to like in his defense thing or whatever, he's just like, women who are younger are just more attractive because they haven't fully gone into their features yet.
Oh
so
my god! Yeah. Oh, dude, you're not helping
so he's like, what if I just like, what are you doing, my guy?
So yeah, just say you have no comments and just move on.
No, he's like, no, you don't understand. We should like them more. We should fuck more women who are too young for us because that's how their features work. He tries to explain it with science, and it's like, you make me so mad.
Stop.
This girl just wanted you to sign her aardvarks.
Oh my god, she just wanted you to sign some books. Poor thing.
I love when I make everyone else in the chat just die.
Don't you know there's an app for cougars? I don't use that. Oh god.
Oh my god.
I just like you to
Just
he's probably like
it's his foot it's his leg in his mouth at that point. It's beyond his foot. It's
his
just
table.
consuming his body.
Yeah. That just shut up, dude. Just shut up. Just
At
shut
his
up.
table.
I
at the
just dig this
show.
hole for myself. It's not deep enough. Let me keep going.
His table at the show, he has the sneeze guards up and he's like, put them on the glass. If you're under a certain age.
I'm gonna let you live with that one. You can just stay there.
That's horrible.
You're welcome, Chad.
Yeah. So the worst part is Otto Schmidt though, super gross with kids or whatever, and he still gets work from DC. That's a big company. And when it came out, there was like 2 issues left of like a thing he was working on, and they came out, and I was like, that makes sense. The work's probably already done. They're gonna promote it. But no, they're like, what if we kept getting new titles and assigning him and getting all these ratio variants?
This is Dave Sim, who does the book Cerebus. He famously had one of his characters show up in Spawn issue, I believe 9 or 10.
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay,
it's
10.
It's issue 10. It was a really good issue.
Oh yeah, with all the independent all the creators' characters in jail cells, and they're all reaching out as they're walking Spawn through. Not heavy-handed at all, Mr. McFarlane. Which I'm up to issue 297 out of 340
of Spawn.
Yes.
Damn, I haven't read Spawn since like issue 80.
And reading Curse
That's
of
what everyone
Spawn.
says.
So
everyone just like buys it because they've been buying it. Like it's almost like part of their routine.
There's a lot of filler.
It's weird.
There is a lot of filler issues that it's just like, well, fuck it, just do something with his cape waving and have guns. I don't know. Greg Capullo did almost 100, and I think he was on that book till 180.
Damn.
And then he was ghosting for 3 issues before people caught on it wasn't McFarlane doing it, and he had to actually say that it was Capullo.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I learned that later on, but at the time I didn't even notice. It's like 16 years old.
Oh yeah,
I didn't care.
I'm looking forward to Hawkgirl in that series.
What series? What am I missing? What did I miss?
In the Superman Legacy.
Oh, that's right. That isn't that Nathan Fillion going to be Guy Gardner in that?
Yes.
Should we metamorpho? I think Nathan Fillion would be a great guy right here.
I'm now it's just curiosity to see what's going to happen. What am I going to see? Out of me wanting to actually, I'm looking forward to watch this movie. It's more like now I'm just curious as to what the plan is. Because
What a cast.
just wait, because the Authority now and Stormwatch are gonna fucking blow up because they're putting them in this book.
Yeah, I know. I've always wanted a copy of First Midnight. It's one of the things that got me into comics, and now it's just like, wow, I'm just not. I'll give it up. It's fine. We'll find it 20 years from now when nobody cares again.
Because I was like, they're putting the Engineer in this, and I'm like, the Engineer is one of the weirdest characters to put in this.
That makes sense for James Gunn.
I
could definitely see him doing like the JLI stuff in general.
Yeah, I'd be down to see a Justice Society because I love those.
They
older
did
characters.
do like the Justice Society in Black Adam, and so I don't think they'll do it again for a minute.
Yeah,
Which sucks. And
That's
actually,
true.
I love the Justice Society.
Pierce Brosnan was great as Dr. Fate.
Yeah, he was.
I also
Yeah.
liked. I didn't think I was gonna like him. Atom Smasher.
Yeah, I'm saying I really liked that
Yes.
little.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
cute.
that movie has some cool stuff.
Yeah, same. Well, I agree. I meant not same. I don't know any cool stuff. But no, the little Justice Society part was definitely like my favorite part, and they definitely created it in a way that like they could have done more of those characters if the movie did well, and then it did not.
It wasn't a bad movie. See, that to me was like the. It's Amazon. That was. It's another guess though. That was a movie that to me that was the popcorn movie. Like it was just like I turned my brain off and watched it. And I was
that's what I was.
Yeah.
That's again. It's
I
it's
was
The
really
Rock.
excited
So
for Dr. Fate, and so I was like, I really hope he gets like a decent amount of screen time, and he did. So I was happy with it. But that was the one I was going in there like, please be a good Dr. Fate movie.
well, I was like, well, Hawkman's gonna die. Like this is a given. Spoiler.
I like that Hawkman.
I liked him on Leverage. He used to be on that show, and then he was in the
I never seen Leverage.
Because Dan's seen everything.
Invisible Man
everything.
movie that they rebooted.
Everything.
I have not seen everything. There is a guy in our chat, or who was in our chat, Gore Vidal, who's like seen and read everything. He's like a constant encyclopedia.
Most buy Spawn for the art.
It's true, especially the covers.
I agree because I remember when I was when Spawn was coming out, I had a bunch of friends from school that were buying Spawn just because the cover was really cool, not because they were actually reading it. And at that time, it infuriated me that these guys were buying comic books and they were not reading them. You know, like, why are you buying these things if you're not gonna read them?
How do you feel about people now?
Oh yeah, I don't care now.
I
You
was
just
like,
want-
"Anyways, now."
No, I don't care about that anymore. You know, so you want to buy a book because you like the cover, fucking buy that book because you like the cover.
Or just waiting, I'm gonna sell this. That kind of like I don't read them. I just buy them.
It doesn't matter why you like it.
I mean, I have my opinions on that. There's a lot of people right now buying and selling comic books because they think they're going to get rich doing this. Like everything, we've seen it before. It's gonna eventually die again, and it's cyclical. It's going to happen every once.
I mean, there's sites and influencers that manipulate the market.
Yes,
like,
I know.
I like your background.
One of my favorite art journal covers.
What was that? Oh, the background.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of bullshit right now in the community, in the market. But like everything, you're gonna always have that bullshit people making something that's supposed to be a fun hobby and something that's supposed to be fun into some drama or bullshit.
I think there hasn't been a time where comics have been super fun recently that I can remember, because And maybe it's just because I'm older now. I'm like chasing the high of it again, and like you're an addict. You're just trying to find like.
Do you mean like from a community aspect, or like the books that are being put out?
Just books being put out. Like when you're reading books, you're kind of chasing that high of like being excited all over again. For me as a reader, that like when I do hit that book, like it's like, oh, thank God, because there's a lot of like I don't have that childlike wonder I used to have when I first started reading,
Yeah.
where it was just like everything. Oh my God, this is amazing! I've never seen this before. And now I'm like,
I guess it's different because I didn't start reading comics while I was an adult.
yeah. Now it's like I've seen this all before. Like,
Yeah. So now it's okay. So how is this going to be interesting? How when I pick a book now, it's okay. Let me see how this is going to be interesting. I very rarely explore outside of the things that I normally read, which is mostly X-Men and superhero stuff. It's what it's what I enjoy about comic books. Not saying that I don't enjoy other things that are not superhero stuff, because I do. I have.
Can't believe he hates anything that isn't superheroes.
and but I lost what I was saying. Shit. But yeah, now when I pick up a comic book, they see how this is going to be interesting. How is this going to be keeping me wanting to read another issue after this one? And like I said, I haven't read anything that's in a long time.
I think the last time I got like that was that year or two with Image when Saga came out, where like all of a sudden all these creators jumped ship and came over, and it was like, this is new. Like, because Sex Criminals came out right after that, Deadly Class came out, Nailbiter was out, and it was like all these great Image books came out at one time, and like it was all these people being able to be free because they all made their name in the other like Marvel and shit.
Which is so funny to me nowadays, where now it's like, oh, you go make your name over there so you can go
make
stuff.
Yeah.
But it used to very much be like the other way around.
Because I remember like Remender was like, I will never go back to the big two again, because I guess when he was doing X-Men, he had such a miserable fucking time.
Oh.
And then also because they made him do those crossovers. And same thing with Hickman, where Hickman was like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do another Secret War. I don't want to do any of this. But now Hickman's comes back and does X-Men and does like a million fucking tie-in books.
Yeah, I mean, I up all the way up until the first Hellfire Gala. No, I read all the way up to the Trial of Magneto.
Wow.
That was the last thing I read on X-Men. I keep buying them. I keep buying them, but I haven't, and I was enjoying all those X-Men books. I did enjoy all of them. The reason I stopped reading is because I just don't have the time to sit and read at the moment. But and they were fun books. But it wasn't something. It very rarely I read an issue and I was like, oh my God, this was wow. That hasn't happened in a long time.
I think the last book that did that to me was Nice House on the Lake, the first issue.
Oh, that was a mind fuck. Like,
yeah.
That shit, I really like that series. That was one I looked forward to, and it was always like top 5 books in my pile.
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
Nice House on the Lake.
The first issue had like the closest thing to a jump scare that a comic could do. Like, I had to put down my book and just be like, whoa.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that one was a good one. I have a bunch of books that I really like enjoyed, but I think that's the last one that made me like actually like put down my book and just be like, I need to process this and then immediately read this again.
Yeah.
The Devil That Wears My Face, if you're a horror fan, it's from Mad Cave, is like one of my favorite horror books that came out recently, because the first issue, if you like The Exorcist, was like kind of right up in there, and it was unexpected. I wasn't expecting it to be good because Mad Cave, a little dodgy.
Their hits are like strong though.
Yeah, but I went in kind of going, okay, this looks interesting, and I read it, and I was like, holy shit, this was good. And then I saw it was David Papos writing it, and I should have known that it would have been good. The art fit. And then Detective Comics by Ram V is like really hitting its stride now.
More importantly, the Dan Waters
the
Casper
Dan
Wingard backups,
yeah, the Dan Waters Casper Wingard backup is great. And Jason Sean Alexander from Philadelphia is now the artist on it for right now. So it's an interesting style to add to Ram V's writing. Rare Flavors by Ram V. I really like the first issue.
people who did Many Desolate Stars, so it's also
Yeah. I like that because the whole concept of that is very, very fascinating. Like, especially when you're trying to put the pieces together, because it's like this old tale that may or may not still be happening, and apparently is.
Did you read Kill Your Darlings? It's 3 issues in, depending on like that's your second or crawled, but a lot of places still kept it out. Image.
What's the name?
Kill Your Darlings. I really like it. The first issue has like a little girl playing with her toys, and they set it up so it's going to be what usually happens in those kind of like any form of media, whatever. It's like, oh, it's a little girl, so it's going to be really sweet, and it's going to be unicorns, there's going to be rainbows, and it's going to be pink. And then she's like, and we go to war. And I was like, fuck yeah, that's how people actually play. Like when I was a little kid, I was like, yeah, cool. Like, all right, we're battling. Like it was. She was like, cool. She was like, I am your king. Like, hell yeah, you are. But that's only the first issue. Then it gets like funky.
I think I read issue 1. I don't think I touched any of the other ones.
It gets
better. Again,
Honestly, yeah,
this was a very haphazard episode, so we're just kind of like running around and.
Obviously, I read.
You guys have I just thought you guys have notes and shit.
Well, I don't. I usually have my books near me, so I was just like, "What the fuck have I read recently? What have I read?" So I was like trying to keep a list of things that I have read.
I was just trying to act professional for once.
Exactly once.
With your list of comic books, professional, funny books.
Funny books.
You and all your kids' books.
All
your sex and violence.
I've been enjoying Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong.
I've not read that.
It's what I want it to be. Like it's it's just. It's not going to move me, but I'm going to have a fun time. Popcorn flick, but in a comic.
Yes.
Got your kaiju papa. But
the better kaiju monstery title is definitely Cult. That book is really good. I'm enjoying it.
I did read that.
I'm super into it. It's beautiful. World's Finest Teen Titans I'm all caught up on.
Yeah.
That one's really cute. Really good feeling one. Holy Roller was better than I expected it to be.
It's on you didn't read it, some of this.
I wrote down the manga that I read because I read I'm trying to read all the books I have right now.
Don't start One Piece. Just don't do it to yourself.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. Because it's like 900 volumes.
What?
That thing's been going for nearly 20 fucking years.
Yeah, I know, but Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I couldn't get past the first episode.
I mean, Naruto was like 78 volumes.
Damn.
So I just started reading manga like last year.
Oh, yeah?
I got like volume 48 through, and I wasn't even at the halfway.
So I haven't read much manga. I watch more anime than I read more manga. I don't know, for no reason in particular. I have a few books that I've read but it's basically because I love the anime version.
Yes. What's the first place? Also, Matt. That's the guy I keep telling you about. He's my con buddy, my comic friend. Yeah.
Sweet.
What's First Place Me is fucking amazing.
I might be confusing. Which one's that?
Tyler Box, Matthew Rosenberg, Apocalyptic.
Okay, I did read that one.
But I'm trying to read all the books I currently have before, I'm trying to do the good thing where I read all my things and then get new things after I've already read the things that I have. I know, what a concept.
So I have this is the top of the stack stuff, and then I was like, once I finish these must-read books, then I start going in order of alphabetical.
That's what I'm doing at Cloud. I'm trying to read every book that we carry as a company. But yeah, I've been trying to read all the stuff. But I was doing my mangas first because they're fast and I have only a little bit of them, and then I'll do my books, which I really don't have that many actual novels that I haven't finished. But so the mangas I read recently I read Parasite, which was the first manga I ever bought 4 years ago, and I just never touched it.
I watched the anime.
Is it good?
What's it called?
It was decent.
So it's like Judge Ito but better.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a few pages in. I consume a lot of horror stuff. A few pages in, I was like, okay, ooh. So I was like, wow, that's so exciting that something made me do that.
Yeah.
And it was just I want to read more because I got, again, this was my first one I ever got, and I just didn't touch it. So now I'm looking at God, why didn't I get the rest of it? I have to go find the next 7. So
yeah, they used to show that on the Fuse Music channel, that in Ergo Proxy, super late at night.
It was so Junji Ito. Because sometimes plays with suspense in a fun way, but usually it's entirely just the art that's nice. And the stories are this is good art. And then the story is also oh my God, I'm so into it. To be fair, if it gets bad after the first volume,
it's not your fault.
Sorry, guys. The first one, oh man. I don't like high fantasy stuff. And there's this book I really like right now.
There's a live action as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's I don't like high fantasy, and I really like this one book. I don't know if it's pronounced Fryren or Freerin. It's after the main person, but it's like your stereotypical D&D group. There's like, you know, a warrior and a mage or whatever. So she is like the elf, and elves live so much longer than like all the other ones. And so at one point, like the story starts like 2 pages in, like they've defeated the big monster thing, which is usually the opposite of how that works. Usually, like you're getting to this. But the book is called Journey's End. And so at the end, there's like a meteor shower, and everyone's celebrating them. And the meteor shower happens once every 50 years. And she's like, we should see this together next time. And they were like, haha. They're like, all right, I guess. And then they do it again, and everyone else looks old and decrepit. And she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? But it makes her like realize like how easy it is to lose people and stuff. And she goes on this like beautiful journey, and it's so good. I'm obsessed with it right now. It's like the only anime I'm watching. Because I don't really watch a lot of anime. It's also the first of like pretty anime I've watched. Because like I did watch Chainsaw Man, and the animation is very cool, and it's a really great looking show.
Yeah.
It's not pretty, you know, it's not beautiful. It's supposed to be, which is why I like it.
Exactly.
But this one is like beautiful.
Beautiful.
I read Skip and Loafer, which is just stupid cute. That was an indie comic girl wreck. Summer Haikyuu Dead, very spooky, and also a good indie girl comic track. I feel like you would like Summer Haikyuu Dead. Hikaru, excuse me. And I'm also reading the original Pokemon manga, just for fun.
Are you the master?
I will be after I read all 17 million. Yeah.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, that's why I was like, people are like, I'm gonna start reading One Piece. I was like, you do that. Try watching the anime, because there's just years of it.
Dude, watching it is also rough. There's so much, no matter what.
Yep. Yeah. I started to watch it not long ago. I've been enjoying the live version more than I'm enjoying the anime.
Really?
Mhm.
Interesting.
I started to watch them both at the same time because I just for shits and giggles, and I'm enjoying the live action more than I was enjoying the anime.
I've consumed no One Piece.
I have not seen Blue Eye Samurai yet.
I saw the first episode. I saw the first episode. I'm like, it blew my mind.
I was just introducing Tessa to Justice League Unlimited today.
Yeah.
What? Oh my God! Yes. Oh
I've
yeah.
really It's really good.
It's a really good
I like
show.
the style. It's funny. I
So
really
we
like
watched this Cersei one where Wonder Woman got turned into a pig, and Batman starts singing "Am I Blue?" and Zatanna and Cersei are crying.
Wonder Woman's all bondaged up, wearing little bracelets as a pig. Oh my God.
Yeah, she walks by and she's like,
Yeah. So theoretically, the target demographic for the show is like children. Obviously, adults here enjoying it very much so, but like, you know, it's built so that kids can also watch this thing. And they have the question just like chilling out with everyone talking, and the question has no face, the mouth isn't moving, nothing, and they don't explain it at all, not even a little bit. They're not even like, oh yeah, this is my mask, like nothing.
No.
Like it's just a faceless entity speaking at you. Like that's a little horrifying that they just never.
That they never explained it,
and
but
everyone else is extremely humanoid. Like it's all normal, and then like John.
Another book I read issue 1, the Hack Slash Back to School by Zoe Thorogood. I enjoyed the first issue. The second issue I haven't read yet. I did think it was super cute that she cosplayed as her own character at GalaxyCon.
She's really cute.
So I
cool.
saw her picture. She posted that. Super jealous of Bearded Comic Bro because he's at GalaxyCon with a bunch of great creators today.
Wow, he wouldn't even come down here and be another guest. Rude.
He's probably worried because John paid $100 to slap him.
Are they both at the con?
No, if I like told him to come here, be like, is John there? Because I'm like,
okay. I thought you were gonna tell me like he's gonna track him down. Like I hope so. That would make a great reel. Do it, guys.
we did have a discussion that.
Oh, I saw.
Oh no, John has to announce that he's going to do it. He can't sucker smack him.
Loser but fair.
Listen, John donated $100. They agreed to it.
No, it's cool that he sees it coming. No, so sucker slap is not, it's not gonna.
Yeah, because they don't need John being like Rick James, just walking up smacking him.
No, you have to give the man a warning. He has to take it. It's not like he's going to avoid it. At least warn him. Warn him, motherfucker.
Greg made sure it was a only one donation thing. There couldn't be many people.
Wow, he doesn't love Jennifer enough to donate money. Oh my goodness!
To get more than one slap.
Yeah, because he's like,
they'll be like, I donated $100. I should also get a slap. That's what I'm saying. I'll get a ladder. I'll come up there, Greg.
Well, this is all going on while his wife's asleep in the other room. He's laughing like Ryan's just got his gloves on, bagging and boarding.
Dorks.
And then Gambit was just in there just drawing.
Sketching, just sketching. It's
Very much the vibe of like, I'm just gonna let them do their nonsense.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You guys
Oh, it's
fight
my
it
art.
over. I'm just gonna draw a pretty line here.
What do you got going on comic wise?
I am working on absolutely nothing. That's a lie. I don't have any scripts yet. I have been contacted for 2 short stories, and one of those books already, the Kickstarter is finished, and I still haven't gotten a script for it.
Ben Templesmith all over.
So let's see how that goes. But yeah, nothing at the moment. Nothing in the works. I had some plans for my own creator, own shit, but life has been a little bit of a hassle lately, and I haven't been able to work on much of anything. So I had to put a stop to a bunch of projects.
Does the one crowdfunded thing have to do anything with Wonderland or Cthulhu?
No,
Okay.
not that one. Or that one just came out. I actually know that's
the third Cthulhu one.
Yeah. No, that one I already did the pages
Okay.
for that one. That one's already ready to go. So check it out. It's the 3rd book. I work on the 2nd one and this 3rd one. I'm trying. I hope that they reprint the 1st one again with new material so that I can be included and I can be in all 3 books. But so far, I'm just doing 2 and 3. But they're really fun reads. They're anthologies of Cthulhu invading. Neverland is this 3rd one. The 2nd one was
up for Ringo.
Yeah,
Damn.
no, the second one was up for Ringo, but we didn't win. But it was.
Wow, you got nominated.
For Ringo Warrior. So
That's
it's a fun book. There was a Cthulhu Invades Wonderland, and the first one was Cthulhu Invades Oz. Those were. Oh, and that one's really fun. That's a really fun book too. I edited the 2nd book. It's not out yet, but I edited the 2nd book of that one. But that's all I have. The Cthulhu Invades Neverland. That's the Kickstarter is out now. So check it out if you please, so that it gets funded and I get more work.
And if Gambit does commissions, go to his
I
website.
actually was going to make an announcement that I'll be opening my commissions list. I have more than 500 blank covers that I need to get rid of.
Jesus.
So I'm going to make a sale probably next week. Maybe tomorrow's Monday. Yeah, so I'm probably making the announcement tomorrow. But anyway, you can always DM me about it, and I can send you a list of the books that I have, and we'll take it from there. But yeah, I have way too many sketch cover books that I need to get rid of. So let's make this shit happen.
Crashdown is not out till January. I have nothing to do with that book. But January, we'll see issue 1. Issue 4 is in the process. We'll just call it.
There are certainly words that are submitted to this book.
And
Crashdown, I haven't heard.
so
that one.
Fire Guy Ryan, who was on with us for Jen's thing, that's his book coming out from Whatnot Publishing. It is a sci-fi epic / horror. Ben Templesmith's doing the art for his first book writing. So
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool, man.
I read the first issue. It's really
Yeah. Sweet. All right. Fine. I'll give it a chance.
It's you know what? It's 4 issues.
Oh yeah.
So if you don't like it,
that's
you
great.
wasted $15. So
Yeah.
If you don't like it, I'll make Ryan get a commission from you.
And in the past, you've done commissions of people's D&D characters.
Yes, I've done that.
You did Jen as a dungeon master.
Yes. I've done a couple of D&D characters. I actually draw every character that I played. I've played so many different characters because we play so many different games. Oh my god, it's like an ADHD thing. Like we cannot stay in one game for too long. We have to change and do another game. So I have so many. I'm gonna make a post about that one day and show all of my characters.
And on Friday nights, if you are of the Spanish-speaking variety and like D&D.
Yes, we have a it's Red Hammer RPG on YouTube channel that we stream every Friday night. We're now on our holiday break because one of us is in Texas, one of us is in Daytona, the other one's in Kissimmee, one is in Puerto Rico. So in order to be able to all be together during these holidays, it's really difficult. Different time zones.
What, will they not all fly down for one night events? That's really weird.
Right. Every
Thing.
week. So we're on our holiday break, but we come back again on in January. We play different types of games. We do RPG games or we do tabletop games in Tabletop Simulator and stuff like that.
She's
so
not like,
fun.
really?
Yeah. The thing is that it's in Spanish though, so
she just went to a tabletop.
Yeah, I went to like a big gaming thing or whatever yesterday.
Nice. Yeah. We
flew here
do
after
that.
Games all night.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So fun. It was one of those fun things I've done a long time.
Yeah. And now I started painting miniatures again to do something creative that's not
stressful.
That's not stressful. Yeah. Because everything's stressful these days. And it's not stressful yet because the moment that someone commissions me to paint a miniature, it's going to be stressful immediately. It's like, I have to deliver now.
Not as stressful as when you were doing these dynamite cards.
Oh my god! I still do them. Actually, that reminds me. I have to send an art sample before the 15th of this month. So thank you for reminding me. I mean, the deadline is the 15th. It's fine. I still have a few more days. Nothing like last minute inspiration anyway. So
the chaos one was the worst. You're like, I got like 13 cards to do in 2 days.
Oh my god! Yeah, no, that did not get any better with time. Let me tell you. I did not learn from that experience. I did not learn from that experience. Last year, I did miss my deadline once. I was thinking it was the 18th and it was the 15th. And on the 15th, I started working on these cards and I look at the email and I say, oh, they need to be there today. So I did them really fast.
To whom it may concern, I am so sorry. I got the days messed up.
Sorry, I forgot how to read.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
I sent him a and say, listen, I apologize. I totally missed the day, put it on my calendar the wrong day. I don't know. And
yeah, I don't know answers by this.
I don't know what to tell.
To whom it concern.
Exactly.
It's just
It's just a shrug emoji.
it's just the Kirby enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I thought I did get work after that, so that means I didn't fuck it up that bad. So
It's also like a very easy mistake to make, but also 3 days. Like
yeah.
Like sorry, I put down December instead of November.
Yeah. And this art sample, it's I don't have to send any drawings over the mail. It's just an email that I have to send with some drawings. So I hope that one works because it's a cool property. I can't say anything yet, but it's a cool property. If I get to work on it, it's
not like the time you were on NDA and you like blurted it out on the street.
Oh shit! Damn. Yeah, that one time. It's fine.
Tessa, what do you got coming up?
I just started posting things again now for the first time in a month.
But it was just being here. So.
Yeah, that's all it is so far. Yeah, it takes a booster pictures with my nails. Don't worry. But yeah, I'm getting back into social media stuff after November. It gets really busy with Black Friday and stuff. Yeah, I want to start a new series in the new year. Going through. I haven't decided what classic route. It'll probably be Batman because I'll get the best clicks. But maybe it'll be Superman.
Well, I know we
maybe
talked
X-Men.
about the Romnibus.
No, I'll definitely get into that as well. But I'm saying like a really long run.
Oh.
To do like a show like once a week. Going over that. Probably should do that. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm definitely down to do a ROM show.
Batman, like, you gotta pick which one you do. You either gotta commit to Batman or you gotta commit to detective.
Oh, just be Batman.
Okay.
Clicks, Dan, clicks. Also, I don't want to read the first 26 issues of Detective Comics. Like, I really just don't. Maybe someday, but...
One day.
Yeah, exactly.
One day.
Like, they're bad. And Detective Comics has some filler in there in the 70s.
Yeah.
Now, going through the old Amazing Spider-Man, because, man, that stuff in the 70s with the love beads and the Fu
Spider-Man.
Manchu, where
Spidey instead, that might be a good idea, actually.
Harry's got the Fu Manchu. I have the whole Spider-Man run up until the Hobgoblin appears on... Fuck.
You know what? I would like
On
to
your
read...
pirated devices?
No, I bought it. It was a CD-ROM set that had them
The
all.
Space Knight?
A CD-ROM.
You knew I was gonna fucking start
Don't
this shit again.
do that, man. Don't say that. Don't say those words. Don't say CD-ROM in the same sentence.
Thank God Jen's not in the chat. Anyway, they put them out in discs, and they
Yeah,
had
Brian had those for X-Men.
yeah. So it's basically that, but it's Amazing Spider-Man.
I understand the concept. Yeah, you can vote us wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You could have said I have the digital versions that I got back in the day. That's it.
I
That's
was
it.
like, I don't think you said you didn't have 121, so but yeah, you can find me on YouTube, Tessa Dan, or Instagram, or I guess Threads, which I definitely post on normally, and TikTok. You know, November was busy. Leave me alone. This isn't my job. Leave me alone. I just like talking about comics.
Next Saturday, I'll be here with John's Comics with Kids, Bearded Comic Bro, and maybe Carlito Classico, and we're doing the films of John McTiernan. What are we going to be talking about? Well, Die Hard, Predator, The Hunt for Red October, Die Hard with a Vengeance, The Medicine Man, Rollerball, 13th Warrior, the last action hero, I think Commando. I gotta double check that. So there's gonna be a lot of like dude sweat going on.
Oh yeah. This yeah.
The only thing we're missing is Stallone. That's like the trifecta of the action heroes we don't have. I may or may not be doing a Sean Connery imitation at one point. There's a movie
Fingers
that
crossed you don't.
everybody listen.
Oh Lord! Are you scared? You're trying to scare people away. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, guys. In case you want to know why you shouldn't watch the show, here are 3 reasons. Okay.
John, you're in Carlito.
Sean Connery impersonator.
Don't make me smack you. Oh, so we'll be doing that. Tessa and I will be partying it up tonight. Team Blue and Gold will be at my holiday party.
Oh shit, that's tonight. That's right.
Yeah, so this should be
That's why I'm here. I got here last night and I leave in the morning.
Yeah.
should be entertaining, and I'm sure we'll have some great comic content coming at some point. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you don't. I'm doing a lot of shorts lately for reviews, and I'm probably eventually going to get hit for all the film clips I'm putting in them, but just putting it out there that probably I'm going to get a claim at some point.
I think it's fine as long as you're not monetizing on it.
Oh, no, I don't. Fucking
Yeah.
not even close. Hey, Sheena and Inja, probably Sheena. Congratulations on your award yesterday for the Comic Book Community Award. Very great. I was just talking earlier about how, like, when you guys started, how Inja had, like, anxiety about even being on camera. So that's super great that you guys won. And, of course, with your third co-host, Indie Girl Comics.
Yeah. Also, secondary congratulations on coming into the show at the best part, when we leave.
Arsenio will be at the holiday party tonight. He's one of the co-workers. Yeah,
hi Arsenio. I'm excited to meet you.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
He'll start explaining why he's the black delegation on our channel. You're welcome, Sheena. So anyway, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to listen to us talk about bad people in the community, apparently, in comics and the books we're reading. And
just rant.
This is actually your fault for not giving us a real theme, because we definitely 100% would have stuck to it if you gave us an actual topic.
To be fair, this is better than normal. When we actually I sat and took notes.
I take notes for all of our shows, dude.
So, man, if I work from a script, I'm just, not vibing.
As opposed to when you are.
It's the structure. It's the structure for you. You work up.
So listen,
I can't work up.
One of the first shows we did, I embarrassed myself tremendously. Not with you, with him. We did Die, one of our first episodes for book club. And somehow we got on the topic of mixtapes that we made for people and put it out there in the internet, didn't think anything of it.
You saying Stephanie Hans?
Yeah, and I was like, oh Lord, oh God.
Oh, that probably was one of the reasons she stuck through and watched that or whatever, because I would definitely find that endearing.
I taunted somebody's husband on another episode at the end, really. It was bad. He started laughing. He's like, not me. It was cringy, and I regret doing that. This is.
Did you learn from it? Then don't regret it.
I learned a lot of things over a short amount of time.
Yes, exactly. So yeah. It was a learning experience. There was a learning curve. Just that girl was like a terrible reading rainbow. Except that my lesson was not looking at red flags.
Have you learned?
Oh, every day. Every damn day. So thank you, everybody.
Yes.
That's one to grow on.
Hey.
Bye.
That's one way to say goodbye.